Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Logeshan Padmanaban's World News. Let's look upon today's world news. Colson Whitehead, Black author makes Pulitzer Prize history. U.S. author Colson Whitehead has become only the fourth writer ever to win the Pulitzer Prize for fiction twice. The African-American author was honored for The Nickel Boys, which chronicles the abuse of black boys at a juvenile reform school in Florida. Whitehead, a 50-year-old New Yorker, won the 2017 prize in the same category for his book Underground Railroad. Before him, only Booth Tarkington, William Faulkner, and John Updike had won the Pulitzer for fiction twice. The 2020 awards, postponed for several weeks due to the coronavirus, were announced remotely this year in the living room of Pulitzer Administrator Donna Canary. She noted that the first Pulitzers were awarded in 1917, less than a year before the outbreak of Spanish flu. They are among the highest honors for US-based journalists and authors. Whitehead has previously said he grew up wanting to be the black version of horror writer Stephen King. His Nickel Boys was inspired by the real-life horror story of the Dozier School for Boys in the Florida Panhandle, where children convicted of minor offenses were subjected to violent abuse. The New York Times newspaper topped the list of publications for journalism honors with 3 awards, including the prestigious Investigative Reporting Prize for Brian Rosenthal's expose of New York City's taxi industry, showing how predatory lenders exploited vulnerable drivers. In collaboration with ProPublica, the Anchorage Daily News won what is widely regarded as the most coveted Pulitzer for public service journalism, in recognition of its work on the lack of police coverage in many small towns in Alaska. The honor for breaking news photography went to staff at Reuters news agency for their images of last year's Hong Kong protests. And for the first time in its history, the Pulitzer Committee bestowed a prize in audio reporting, which was awarded to the staff of This American Life for its episode The Outcrowd, which examined US President Donald Trump's policy requiring thousands of asylum seekers to wait in Mexico while their claims are adjudicated. The episode was a collaboration with Molly O'Toole of the Los Angeles Times and Emily Green of Vice News, who will also share the prize. It goes without saying that today we announce the Pulitzer winners in deeply challenging times, Ms. Kennedy said on Monday, though she said journalism was as valuable as ever, with the arts continuing to sustain, unite, and inspire. Narendra Singh Tomar launched the Saras collection on GEM portal. The Union Minister for Rural Development and Panchayat Raj and Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Narendra Singh Tomar launched the Saras collection on the government e-marketplace portal GEM at Krishi Bhavan in New Delhi. It is a unique initiative of GEM and the Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana National Rural Livelihoods Mission, Ministry of Rural Development. The Saras collection will showcase daily utility products made by rural self-help groups. It aims to provide self-help groups in rural areas with market access to central and state government buyers. Under this initiative, the self-help group sellers will be able to list their products in 5 product categories, namely handicrafts, handlooms and textiles, office accessories, grocery and pantry, and personal care and hygiene. GEM has developed an API-based integration mechanism with the National Rural Livelihood Mission database. GEM will collaborate with state functionaries to address the capacity building and training needs of self-help groups and build up their competencies required for order, packaging, catalog management, and logistics. DRDO developed UV disinfection tower. Defense Research and Development Organization developed UV blaster and ultraviolet disinfection tower for rapid and chemical-free disinfection of high infection-prone areas. UV blaster is a UV-based area sanitizer designed and developed by Laser Science and Technology Center, the Delhi-based premier laboratory of DRDO, with the help of New Age Instruments and Materials Private Limited, Gurugram. The UV blaster can be used for high-tech surfaces like electronic equipment, computers and other gadgets in laboratories and offices that are not suitable for disinfection with chemical methods. The device is also effective for areas with a large flow of people such as airports, shopping malls, metros, hotels, factories, offices, etc. For a room of about 12 into 12 feet dimension, the disinfection time is about 10 minutes and 30 minutes for 400 square feet area by positioning the equipment at different places within the room. World Asthma Day is celebrated on 5th of May. World Asthma Day is celebrated on 5th of May 2020. The day aims to raise awareness, care, and support for those affected by asthma. The primary focus of the day is to support the person with asthma, family, friends, and caregivers. Every year, the day is observed on the first Tuesday of May month. The theme of the 2020 World Asthma Day is Enough Asthma Deaths. The day is not actively promoted this year due to the coronavirus pandemic. It also aims to raise awareness and the struggles of people suffering from asthma. World Asthma Day is annually organized by the Global Initiative for Asthma. The day was aimed to increase awareness about chronic respiratory disease asthma, its precautions, prevention, and care around the world. Global Initiative for Asthma works with healthcare groups and asthma educators to reduce asthma prevalence, morbidity, and mortality. It also aims to improve the lives of people suffering from asthma. Russia to launch the first Arctica-M satellite in 2020 November. Russia announced that it is to launch the country's first Arctica-M satellite from the Baikonur Space Center on 9th of December 2020. The announcement was made by the General Director of the Logeshan Aerospace Company, Vladimir Kolmykov. The number one Arctica-M spacecraft, which has been developed in undergoing radioelectronic testing. The satellite will be used for monitoring the Arctic climate and the environment. Russia's Arctica-M remote sensing and emergency communication satellite will gather meteorological data in the polar regions of the Earth. The data collected will allow improving weather forecasts and will enable scientists to better study climate change. The second Arctica-M satellite is still under development and will be launched in 2023. And that's all from today's World News. Stay tuned with Logeshan Padmanaban's World News channel for more updates. You can follow us through Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram with the same ID. Thank you for watching.